Good morning and welcome back to my scrap room. My name is Jennifer Perry and today we're going to be working on page 3 of the Australia mini album. This is just a Snap Studios little mini album that I picked up from Amazon probably 5 or 6 months ago with the intention of making this Australian album. Just something that I could have in my living room, just a quick little flip through. It's separate, or it's going to be separate from the photos that are actually in my 2018 family album. So whatever photos for Australia that I don't use in this will get moved over to that album, because I always do a few pages in our family albums of whatever vacations we do that year. The cutting for this album is already complete. The organization for this album is already complete. That video is in the mini album playlist if you want to go back and watch how I did that. But we're going to carry on to page 3. So I'm going to pull out the page 3 kits. For this one I'm going to go ahead and leave it in here for just a moment. I normally pull them out and put the page protector away. I'm going to leave it in here for just a moment. I'm going to go through here and see if there's any goodies that I need. And I just took a little piece of washi and closed it so that nothing would fall out. Just want to make sure there's nothing I need. What a great day. That's for the next one. Going Places is for this one. And where's Unforgettable? Unforgettable is for this one. And we're going to pop these back in here. So the way that I have this organized, if I wanted to go to Starbucks for a little while and just work on a quick little mini album, the way that I've got this organized, I really can just pick up and go and throw it together in the middle of Starbucks with no issues whatsoever. And I need the page that it goes in. So it's going to be this side. So we've already done page 2, so it's going to be this side. I'm going to put all that in there for just a moment. I have picked out the photographs for this page. They were taken while Mike and I were just kind of walking around on his one day that he had free on this trip. This is just a dorky picture of me. I didn't realize he was taking pictures. I was just making faces at him. And this is just a good view of the skyline with the bridge. And I don't think, oh, you can see the Opera House right there. So it's just a really good skyline picture. Now, whether or not I'll be able to get all that in there, I don't know. But I also wanted to show you a trick on the templates that I use for cropping my photos. And I typically use cheap vellum for this, so whatever vellum I can just get my hands on. I just take one sheet of vellum, and I'll keep cutting this up until it's smaller and smaller and smaller until I basically can't use it anymore. So we're going to do 2 1/4. And then my other side is 3 1/2. And I'm doing just slightly bigger because I trim inside the lines. So this is 2 1/4. Let me get a Sharpie. Just because the Sharpie shows up better. 2 1/4 by 3 1/2. Just let it dry for a second, and then that will be a template for the pictures that we're going to cut. I'm going to take this vellum and just stick it back in my vellum spot for the next time I need to cut a template. So they are both this direction. It would be better if it was that direction. Oh well, I can make it work. I want some of that skyline in the back. That will look just like that. Ordinarily I would be trying to get more of me, but I want the skyline to show up a little bit. And then this one, I can get the, and this is what I like about these templates. I can see what I'm what I'm going to be able to cut out. So I've got the bridge, I've got the opera house, and I've got some skyline. And I'm going to just pop this into my little template keeper, and I have it for the next time I need it. Now, what's neat about these pictures is for this one, I'm sitting at the Opera House, so you can see the skyline behind me. For this one, I'm actually at the zoo across from the harbor. And if you look there, there's the building right there. That's that building. So I'm actually sitting facing that way. So you can see the same buildings right there. So let's get these cut down real fast. Remember I said that I made my template a hair, just a hair bigger, because I cut right inside these lines. Some of you guys, and you are amazing if you can do this, some of you guys can just look at a picture, not even measure it out, not make a template, not do anything, and you've got it to scale perfectly. You can just throw it in your trimmer and get it done. I am not one of those people. If I try to do that, I will ruin a picture every single time. So now we're going to take our little page 3 supplies that we've already trimmed. So unforgettable. Going places, the bicycles. I only need one bicycle. Sometimes I stick an extra if I'm not sure if I'm going to actually need it or not. I'll stick an extra in there. Okay, I found the rest of the pieces. I had accidentally stuck them back in the bag of originals. So if I have a full sheet of paper or a scrap piece of paper with a workshop that I'm working on, I'll put the scraps or the full sheets back in the original packaging. And instead of putting these under page 3, I put them in the original packaging. So sometimes that happens. I'm human. So here is the pages that we need. So I'm going to just double check my sizings. Pardon the little puppy behind me. The Chihuahua is still with us. And evidently she's upset with the neighbor. So one of our neighbors is a taxi driver, and he parks in front of the house because he has to leave several times a day, and she takes great offense at his car. She always has, from day one that she came to live with us. Something about his car she just does not like. I'm trying to use up some old red line tape so I can get it finished. She can stop barking at any time now. So we're just going to put a strip on the bottom. And sometimes working with these smaller pieces is more difficult than working with a full page. Really, you are a pain in the butt. I'm so glad I found score tape because this red line tape drives me crazy. I found a small stash of it. And I'm trying to use it up because it is not my favorite. And I don't want it around any longer. And I don't want it getting in my way. So just use it up, get it done. Again, if you're looking for the cutting guide for this workshop, it is in the playlist of the Australian mini album. When I'm doing a series of layouts or an album or something or such like that, a mini album, I will typically make a playlist. I know when I'm perusing YouTube, if there's a series of something that I'm trying to learn and I really like the presenter, I'd like for everything to be easily found. It drives me crazy when I have to search around for things. Believe it or not, the door to my office is closed. That's how well you can hear that little fart. And your trees are supposed to be the proper orientation. Evidently I was feeling sideways this day. Mine are not. Okay, so there's everything put together. Let's get it in the album. I think I want to add just a few sparkles on this one. Not that one. Let's do it this way. I just have the sparkles open and just sitting on my desk, easy to get to. So it's going to flip this way. Figure out how to open it. This one's going to go up here. Oh, it's over here. That's why. All right, dork. You can tell I'm used to working with close to my art products. And there we go. There is page 3. I'm just gonna go for it. If she's barking, she's barking. Can't help it. Thank you so much for spending just a few minutes of your day with me today. I really, really appreciate it. And I know there's 1,001 things that you could be doing, and you choose to spend just a few minutes of it with me. For that, I'm thankful. Until next time, bye-bye.